and also opening up any questions that you guys have for Adam and his hats and for Suzi. Please feel free.
Well, I have a question for you guys. Am I allowed to ask you?
Yeah, of course.
This is kind of a no-brainer, but I would love to know, and it is always hard when people ask this question, I know, but what is your absolute favorite place that you have traveled to, and why?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go
Yeah.
first.
Your answer is going to be much more interesting.
No, I hate these questions. And I hate them because I feel like if I choose, and I say, well, I like this place more than this other place, then I feel like I'm slighting the other place somehow, right? And every place has something unique and memorable, and there's something about every trip that you hope to get to do again. Or if you don't, you certainly take that with you for the rest of your life. And there's different aspects of it. There's different aspects of it. When I think about um, just when I think about the most relaxing time and place I've ever been, I think about a somewhat undiscovered little city or town in Costa Rica on the Pacific side and the peninsula. All right. So it's not even where most people go. A lot of people go there, but it's on the peninsula there in Costa Rica. And just the way that trip lined up and the place we stayed and being able to watch the sun go down over the Pacific every night. I mean, and in the jungle, and to hear the howler monkeys in the morning or at night as well. But you hear all of that. That to me was just a moment in time I can't forget. But then there's other aspects of other trips, and one that I've spoken about before, not on this show, but on other opportunities I've spoken about, when I was in Egypt and was staying with not in a hotel. I was not staying like the 4 or 5 star experience. I was staying with a family there, and I really got to live like the people live, and that was an amazing experience. And when you find yourself kind of on a your host is pulling over on the side of this not dirt road, but kind of a small little 2-lane highway, pulling over and sitting down with 4 or 5 other Muslim men, Egyptian men, all under this little tent, roadside tent, and sitting there drinking Egyptian green tea and talking. Of course, I don't speak Arabic, so everything was having to be translated. But that that was a completely different moment in time. And when you think, I mean, I'm here and I'm getting to share in this moment, and I may never get to have a moment like this again, right? Or not many people do. So the long answer, but that I don't like those questions, because then it makes me think. I mean, it's hard to. There's something about every location that hopefully you leave a little piece of your heart behind.
Great answer, though.
So for me, I started this adventure series called Wander to the Edge. Oh no, wait. The Edge of Adventure, that was it. And in this series that I started, I went to Nicaragua, and I took boats across the river in storms to these small villages to help people. And this docu-series is actually online now on YouTube and on Facebook as The Edge of Adventure. It's won awards, actually. So that was, oh wait. That was Adam too. I get confused sometimes.
Thank you, Zanne. Thank you for that. Absolutely. And would love for anybody to check out that series. Of course, I'm very proud of it and put a lot of myself into that. And I am still working behind the scenes on what's next for The Edge of Adventure. But yeah, check it out at theedgeofadventure.com. And for starters, you can watch the web series, 7-part series, and hope you enjoy it. Love to hear.
I watched some of it. It was fantastic. So
thank you. And thank you, Zanne. But now you got to give your answer, though. Now, that was very kind of you.
You have a lot to choose from, too.
I do. I haven't really been overseas. I've been to Mexico and Jamaica. Jamaica was the first trip that I ever made on an airplane for my honeymoon. So I hadn't traveled before then. Then I had a job where I would make about 60 round trip flights a year. So I got to go to all sorts of different places, but it was for work. It's a little bit different. The trips that come to mind is the first time that we ever went to Arizona as a family,
Mm-hmm.
um, in the summer to go hiking for the very first time. Probably not the best combination, uh, but it was not something Disney related. It
Mm-hmm.
was an adventure vacation with off-roading and hiking, things that totally took us all out of our comfort zone. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what really sparked the passion for my family to explore and
Mm-hmm.
to try something new. We just got back from that amazing road trip through Utah
Incredible.
and Nevada and Arizona. And again, a lot of off-roading, a lot of things that off the beaten path
Mm-hmm.
that we got to experience together. And when we got back, my daughter Anya is turning 17 next month, and she asked for her birthday to go to another national park. So
That's
we're
right.
going to go to Yosemite, and I did pronounce that correctly. Yes, Yosemite, and we're also going to go to Kings Canyon and Sequoia National Park because that's what she wants to do for her birthday now. I mean, just the fact that I've sparked
Awesome.
that in my kids, just like you have, Susie, to get this level of travel and exploration and adventure, that is
Mhm.
what is meaningful for me.
Oh, fantastic. What I love is, and I guess we haven't taken as much time to see the amazing, incredible places we have here in the United States. So we've definitely done more of that in the last few years. But some of those trips you've taken are just fantastic. So I love following along all that you're doing with your family too, Zanne. It's great.
Thanks.